One. Morning, ladies and gentlemen. I just hit 2,000 watch hours today. Technically 2,038. So I'm really excited. Just 962 more hours to go, and I'll hit 3,000, which is the first phase of monetization. And so I wanted to celebrate this awesome milestone with you guys. And I'm also going to talk about growing your YouTube channel. I am by no means an expert. I've been doing this for 18 years, and only in the last 6 to 7 weeks have things started to move a little bit. But I've certainly figured out at least one thing, which is how to get the watch time relatively quickly to, good morning, Yasmin, to get the watch time that you need to get monetized. Now, remember, there are multiple ways that you can get your channel monetized. Number one is getting, let's just talk about phase one. Phase one is you need 500 subscribers, and then you need one of two things. You need 3,000 hours of watch time, or you need, I think it's 3 million views on your shorts within 90 days. For me, I post shorts, and maybe I get, most times I'll get 300 views. Sometimes I'll get 5,000 views, but very rarely. So to do these shorts, to get 3 million views in 3 months, that's a lot of pressure, I think. I found that it's a lot easier to get the watch time on videos. And I found out that you can, by doing YouTube Live, that counts as watch time. So that's why I'm doing all these lives, and it's why, because I found a method to get to 3,000 hours of watch time you need for the first phase of monetization. So anyway, super excited. I'm excited. I'm in the downward stretch where I have 3 digits left of numbers that I need to get to 3,000. Now I'm at 9. I need 962 more, which is really great. Yasmin, good morning. I'm doing all right. Great to have you here. Thanks for watching. So, in general, what do you need to do to get you have to figure out a strategy for how you're going to get, the subscribers is one half of the mission. And for that, you just got to hustle to get your subscribers in however way you can. You need to get to 500 subscribers. You can do that by doing live streams. You can do that by handing out cards and inviting people to join your YouTube channel. You can do that by posting long form videos. You can do that by doing YouTube Live, like I said. It doesn't matter. You just got to get to the 500. That's the first mission. But I think that's the easy part. The hard part is getting the watch time. It is a slog, ladies and gentlemen. It is not fun. I don't think any part of getting the monetization has been fun for me, so to speak. Getting the subscribers has been really difficult over the last 18 years. And now over the last 6 weeks doing these YouTube Lives every day, it is still pretty exhausting. But there was a quote that I read this in this book here, $100 Million Leads. And the book's, this quote, I don't know if it's his quote, Alex Hormozy, or someone else's, but it's very inspiring. Hey, Lowell. Hello, my friend in Ethiopia. Thank you so much. We're getting there, slowly but surely, my friend, slowly but surely. And this quote, I read this yesterday. I read it yesterday on a live stream, and I'm reading it again today because I think it's something for all of us to remember in our lives. The world belongs to those who can keep doing without seeing the result of their doing. The world belongs to those who can keep doing without seeing the result of their doing. And that's kind of, I think, what YouTube is. You keep putting so many hours into creating videos and doing live streams and creating shorts, trying to get subscribers. And even though I can sort of see the results of my doing, because every day I can wake up and see the watch time going up, I still don't really see the result of my doing. I got 650 new subscribers in the last 5 weeks from doing these YouTube lives. And yet I still have in general between 6 and 25 people on the live streams. It's tough. It's difficult. It makes you think, well, I'm not seeing any result of my doing. Same thing with the watch time. I went from 100 hours of watch time consistently for the last 18 years to now I'm up to 2032 or 2038 or whatever. But what am I getting from that? I got nothing. Nothing has changed in my life as a result of continually doing the YouTube live, continually getting more subscribers, continually getting more watch time. But again, I'll read you this quote. The world belongs to those who can keep doing without seeing the result of their doing. And this applies to absolutely everything. I have my company, Break Diving. Lewin Stories is a member of that community. He's been working on that for decades. And I'm hoping that this year is the year that things really start to take off for that. I'm hoping this is the year that things start to take off for the YouTube channel. I'm hoping this is the year that things start taking off for absolutely everything in my life. But again, the world belongs to those who can keep doing without seeing the results of their doing. And I just want to inspire all of you to keep going. If you have a good plan, I guess, let me summarize that in this quotation in a different way. As long as you've created a very good plan, don't give up on the plan simply because you're not seeing the immediate results. Don't give up on a plan simply because it is not immediately turning you into a overnight success story. It took me 18 years of experimenting with a million different things on YouTube until I finally found something that allowed me to connect with an audience and get them to engage with me and say, hey, I want to follow you, I want to watch you, and I want to be a part of what you're doing. And that's doing these YouTube lives. For you, if you want to grow your YouTube channel or your business in general, whatever you want to do, it may not be YouTube live. Maybe it is doing shorts. Maybe it is doing long form videos. And if it applies to your business, like I said, with break diving, I'm constantly trying new strategies because that's what you've got to do. You got to keep throwing things against the wall until you find something that actually works. Ozma says, hey, yo, I'm going to subscribe now. Thank you. I appreciate that, Ozma. Great. Thank you very much, Lowell, for the congrats, and Yasmin. And this is not really about succeeding in YouTube. It's this live stream today. The topic is just about succeeding in general. It's a slog. It is boring. It is hard to keep going. I will say this though. Anything that you're trying to do in life that takes a lot of time, you're gonna want to quit eventually before you get to the finish line. And my counsel is simply, when you want to quit, don't quit. Hold on for a few more days. Don't make any big decision when you're emotional. I wish I could. I'm really good at practicing this when it comes to project goals and career goals. I have a problem sometimes with that with people. Sometimes I get upset with people emotionally and I'll make a decision that I'll later regret. But it's the same thing that applies when you want to quit on something. Like even when you want to quit on a relationship, hold on. Hold on one more moment. I've wanted to quit so many times this YouTube channel. I cannot tell you. Even just a few days ago, I was thinking, what the heck am I doing? Why am I still doing this? Not really making any money from it, but I'm spending a lot of time doing YouTube live videos. And the big question is why? And I have to go back to this quote Remember what it says, the world belongs to those who can keep doing without seeing the result of their doing. And I'm reading from this book, which is a book on how to get leads for your business in general. It could be YouTube. It could be just a restaurant that you're starting. It could be an e-commerce business that you just launched, whatever it is. Keep this in mind. The world belongs to those who can keep doing even though they do not see the result of their doing. We have to keep slogging forward. So I hit 2,000 watch hours today. This is kind of a celebratory party, I suppose. I'm excited that I got here. I can't believe that. I mean, I wouldn't say I was giving up on the hope and giving up on the dream, but I was certainly starting to believe after 18 years of being a YouTuber that I would never see my channel have watch time. I remember I used to post, I would make all these videos and I would find something new, for example, skydiving or travel. And I would post the video thinking, this is the one that's gonna go viral. This is the video that I'm gonna get watch time on. And I would post the video, weeks would go by. I would go and look in the analytics and I would still see almost zero watch time. I don't understand it. Even today, I'm very surprised. I'll get a bunch of watch time from people watching my YouTube lives. I do not get a huge amount of watch time on my regular videos. This is interesting. The YouTube lives, I record them and then they get uploaded to my channel under the live tab. People come later and watch my YouTube lives that were recorded. But if I were to actually do this let's just say I did this video right here as a short or as a regular 1 hour, I did it as a 1 hour video, nobody would watch it. It would get no views. I don't know what it is about the YouTube algorithm or my subscribers or my fans. They do not love watching my normal videos, but they love watching the YouTube lives. Not only live, but recorded. What's the benefit? Why am I telling you this? It took me a long time to figure out, YouTube Live is how I'm able to connect with people. And maybe that's my thing. Maybe I do not make long form videos anymore. Maybe I should not be spending time making shorts anymore. Why? Because I'm getting more subscribers and more watch time from people watching the YouTube Live. Now, what I need to think about though, and this is what you need to think about is, is there a path to making money just from doing YouTube Live? There is, because when you get to 3,000 watch hours, you open up the super chat, the memberships, and the merchandise. I purportedly could make a living based on just one of those things. A lot of companies make money just by selling merchandise. Think about the Gap or Levi's. That's all they do is make clothing, merchandise. Could you make money just by having a membership community? Absolutely. Look at Netflix. Their whole business model is selling monthly memberships, and they make massive amounts of money. So that could work. The super chat. I don't know about the super chat. I don't know if someone could make enough money from super chat to make a living. I suppose if you have 4,000 people watching your live streams and like 200 of them each give you $5. I mean, wow, on one live stream, 200 times 5, I mean, that's $1,000 from one live stream from super chat. So it's possible, but any of these things, you need a large subscriber base, you need a large viewer base. Let me go back. I don't even think it has anything to do with the subscriber base. The only thing you need subscribers for are to meet the threshold requirements for monetization on YouTube, right? Because let's just say I get no more new subscribers, but I'm monetized and I have super chat and merchandise. If every time I go live, for some reason, I get 1 million people watching, and those 1 million people buy the merchandise and do the super chat, that's it. You're all set. You can make enough money from that. But then there's the money from the ads. You can make money from ads on YouTube once you hit to 4,000 watch hours. So you hit 4,000 watch hours. At that point, ads will start showing on your videos. And again, that only works if lots of people are watching your recorded videos, because I do not believe there are ads shown on the live streams, as far as I know. We'll have to see. If they were, that would be fantastic, because everybody would watch a video, a short 5-second advertisement before they would come on the live streams. But bottom line is, I do not know. I'll look at the comments in a second. I have no idea how and if this is going to it looks like I'm going to get the channel monetized within a month. I'll meet the requirements, and then it takes another month to submit your application and to have YouTube take a look at it. I don't know what the money potential of YouTube is. I just don't know. It's just exciting now that I'm actually going to get there and get the channel monetized. Once it gets monetized, then that's the big question of, okay, how do I use these tools to potentially make money? And that's a big if. But I was just 2 days ago, I was walking down the street going, oh. And I was thinking, am I really going to make money from YouTube? Are people really going to send super chats to me? Are people really going to become members of my community on YouTube? Will anyone buy any of the merchandise? And I had to stop myself and say, Monroe, stop. Stop worrying about something that has not even happened yet. Because I have a very tangible plan now of getting monetized by just increasing the watch hours. That's it. The only thing preventing me from monetizing the channel now is the watch time. So why am I worried about when monetized, if I'm going to make money when I'm not even monetized yet? So I realized I'm just going to finish focusing for the next 3 to 4 weeks, get to 3,000 and submit to YouTube. And then when I get monetized, find out. Because otherwise, I mean, there's a possibility. Can you imagine if I quit at 2,000 watch hours before I got to 3,000 and I never find out? Right now, it's could I make money from YouTube? If I quit, it's could I have made money from YouTube had I continued going to get to the 3,000 hours of watch time? Let me look at some of the comments. Lowell says, what's your long-term goal? I don't think the live streams are doable for long-term. Well, so Lowell, the live streams are doable for long-term if the people are giving me super chat. So once I get to 3,000 watch hours, there'll be a way that you could pay $1, $2, $5 to me, so that your message pops out to me and I see it immediately. And I'm realizing that's going to, let's just say there were some times when I'm doing these live streams when I had 140 people all at one time. And on that day, I got 560 hours of watch time in one day. So it really depends. If you can continue to build your subscriber base and somehow get the algorithm to work in your favor, I could have a lot of people in here and their chat messages will get lost. Right now, you can communicate with me easily because there are not a lot of people right now. But on that day when there were 140 people in here, I could not keep up with all the messages. So the long-term goal, ideally, is if I could get, and I told you before that people come back and watch my recorded live streams in full, which is crazy. I get more and more. Sometimes I'm surprised because I'll do a live stream and I'll get maybe 10 or 12 hours for that day. And the watch time is on a 5-day delay. So 5 days from now, I'll get the watch time for today. And I know that I only did 12 hours today, but YouTube gives me something like 22. Where did the 22 hours of watch time come from? From people watching the live streams from before that were recorded. And some of them watching some of my other long form videos. So I could also make money from having advertisements on there. And finally, if I can get a big enough live stream audience, let's say every time I do go on, there are 1,000 people watching live. Companies will start to pay me to talk about their products or their services on the live streams because they know that I have a really devoted audience of 1,000 people who watch all the time. And Lowell says, what about sticking to a niche? Yeah, I hate niches. I get bored very easily with everything I do. So I have to have a variety. And it's actually been working because sometimes I'll be talking about motivation, sometimes marketing, sometimes I'll do the comedy, sometimes I'll do my music. And I want people who like me for me, not people who just like me for this one little niche that I do. Maybe it's not the greatest strategy, but for me, it's the strategy that is my niche, is that I have knowledge about a lot of things. I'm able to share about a lot of things. What's up, Iden Ward? Thank you for liking the stream. Thanks for the kudos, Yasmin. Lowell says, shouldn't rely on ads. Brand sponsorships, Patreon, selling products. Well, I already have a Patreon. I make $22 a month right now from people on YouTube who have supported my Patreon channel. It's patreon.com/Monroe Mann. But Patreon started doing that before YouTube started doing memberships on here. So once I hit 3,000 subscribers, I believe I will be able to start having memberships here. And so instead of sending people to Patreon, I could say, hey, you could become a member right here of my channel for $5 a month, and members of my channel for $5 a month will get one exclusive member video per month, exclusive members only chats, things like that, etc., etc. Yasmin says no. Yasmin says you're wrong, Lowell. Yasmin is somebody. Yasmin, why are you saying that Lowell is wrong? You're saying that I should not pick a niche, that I should continue to do what I'm doing? I mean, Yasmin's been here forever. Yasmin's been here since I started doing the live streams about 6-7 months ago. And she's there for everything, for my music, for the comedy, for the motivational stuff too. So I kind of, also I found that by doing a variety of things, I mean, getting a different type of fan. I'm not just getting one type of person here. And honestly, as I mentioned, I get very bored doing the exact same thing over and over again. I've said even before, the key to success is being comfortable with boredom and doing the boring things over and over again. But if the only thing that I did every single day on here was music, I would get sick of my music. If the only thing I did on here was Billy Bob, I would get sick of Billy Bob. If the only thing I did on here was talk about marketing and YouTubing, I'd get sick of it. Not only would I, but I think everybody else would get sick of it too. So the only way that I feel that I can continue to do live streams every single day is by going with my mood at that time. And if I'm feeling in a comedic mood, do comedy. If I'm feeling in a political mood, talk about what's going on with the Trump-Biden election. If I am feeling in a motivational mood, do a motivational live stream. Something that I've learned, sometimes you should not listen to the experts. You should listen to yourself. So everyone for my whole life has said, Monroe, you've got to pick a niche. You got to pick a niche. I don't want to pick a niche. Monroe is not pick a niche type of guy. Monroe is be Monroe Mann type of guy. And Monroe Mann is known for doing 1.5 million things. And I think that's what makes me very unique and very special. And I want to stick to that. If you come up with a very interesting niche, and you love that niche and you can do that niche over and over again every single day, then great. Stick to a niche and that's what you focus on for your marketing. But for me, can't do it. Lowell says it's like you're the niche. That's what some YouTubers are bringing up nowadays. Yeah, exactly, Lowell. And that's kind of what I'm saying is I feel like I'm the niche. And eventually, like, think about this. If I just keep going, and let's say a year from now, this channel has got 500,000 subscribers and I'm a huge YouTube success. Fingers crossed. People are going to start saying, oh, I want to be like Monroe Mann, where he does everything. He does his music, he does his comedy, he does his politics, he does his motivation, he does his history live streams. And then what are people going to say? Oh, dude, you can't be like Monroe Mann. He's very special. Or they'll be saying, dude, you got to be like Monroe Mann. Don't pick just one thing. Whoever is the most successful zeitgeist of the time, that becomes the model where all of the experts tell you that you should follow. I have just found, even the book, I have this book called The YouTube Formula, and I read through it, and it's interesting. And it's saying, it's funny, for the whole book, it's telling me you should go and look at other successful YouTubers. And the whole time I'm reading, going, no, no, no. I don't care about other successful YouTubers. I appreciate this advice, but I need to do things my way. Then suddenly at the end, on the last 10 pages, the author says, but be careful looking at other successful YouTubers because what they're doing may not be what you need to do. What works for them, I'm thinking, oh my gosh, you spent the whole book telling me that I should be emulating other successful YouTubers. But at the end of the book, you're telling me I need to be myself because if I be myself, that it may be what makes me successful, which is what I've always believed my whole life. It may be the hard route, but you gotta stick with what makes you successful. You gotta stick with what makes you, you. And honestly, I would rather succeed on my own terms or not succeed at all. I'm completely fine not succeeding as a YouTuber if it means I get to continue doing all of this fun, cool stuff that I do on YouTube. The other day, I did these YouTube lives about Trump. And as I mentioned, in one day, I usually get 10 to 20, 30 hours of watch time. I got 560 hours of watch time in one day. Got 200 new subscribers in one day. And everyone was saying, oh, this is your niche, Monroe. You gotta just focus on politics. I thought, no way. I thought about it for a second, thinking maybe I should just keep talking about politics. But then I thought, I don't want to become known as just another political talk show guy. How many people are on YouTube and all they talk about every single day is politics? Now, people might say, yeah, but that's why they get known, because people get to know them for their niche, and they know that whenever they turn on that live stream, Bill O'Reilly, for example, if you turn on Bill O'Reilly, you know you're getting a conservative talking head who's talking about the politics of the day. Maybe that is why he's gotten so successful, because he picks a niche. I can't do it, guys. I cannot just talk about politics every day. I cannot just do motivational speaking every day. I cannot just do comedy improv characters every day. By the way, thanks for clicking like. If anyone here hasn't, thank you for subscribing to my channel. If you've been listening, you realize that my channel is not just about this. It has a wide variety of stuff, and I'd love you to be a part of that. But the truth is, if I stop this live stream right now and I start talking about Trump and Vance and Biden and Harris, I'm pretty sure I'll be having 15 to 20 people in here. And I'm probably going to do that as an experiment right now because I need the watch time. And people do not want to celebrate 2,000 hours of watch time and celebrate with motivational messages, I guess, as they do come for the Trump-Vance politics. So I'm going to sign off here and leave you with this. I'm going to come back and do one more about Trump and Vance. Remember that the world belongs to those who keep doing without seeing the result of their doing. Look at that. It's from this book. The world belongs to those who keep doing without seeing the result of their doing. That's what I'm doing every single day with these YouTube lives. I don't know where it's going to lead, but I keep going. I don't know if it's going to be successful, but I keep going. I have no idea what monetization means, even though it looks very likely that I will reach there. I will reach monetization by the middle or end of August. The world belongs to those who can keep going without seeing the results of their doing. I mean, that is brilliant stuff. So just guys, if you've got a plan, keep moving forward. Don't give up. As Lowell knows, I've been struggling with breakdiving, my community, breakdiving.io, for many, many years. I'm still working very hard on that. The world belongs to those who can keep doing without seeing the result of their doing. I hit 2,000 watch hours today. We're going to have another big celebration. Maybe when I hit 2,500, but certainly when we hit 3,000. And I'm going to hit the button together with you guys when I submit my application for monetization. So it's going to happen soon. Thank you guys for being a supporter. And check back here in about 3-4 minutes. I'm just going to grab something to drink, and we're going to talk a little bit about the politics of the day. Bye.